Big good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. So, and comment down below. Let me know what you think of this subject. So, Superman and Lois, the new CW show, has just committed a hate crime. They would not cast a diverse Martha and Jonathan Kent, and this that. Oh my God! Oh! Superman and Lois ignored calls for diverse Martha and Jonathan Kent, says writer. Why would you want a diverse Martha and Jonathan Kent? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter since he's adopted, but these characters have existed this way for so long that it's just ridiculous. Race swapping characters is ridiculous. So, former Superman and Lois writer Nadria Tucker says the show ignored calls for more diverse casting choices, such as those for Martha and Jonathan Kent. Absolutely, they should absolutely ignore those calls. You want your show to be successful, or do you want it to fail? Because nobody wants a race swap Jonathan and Martha Kent, except for you, Nadria, and all your crazy people that think like you. People that tune in for this kind of stuff, they want a pretty accurate depiction of the characters they know and love. They don't want just some bizarre thing that causes cognitive dissonance. Former Superman and Lois writer Nadria Tucker says the higher-ups on the show ignored calls for actors of color to be cast as Martha and Jonathan Kent. So what? They did a good job. I'd say they did a good job. They ignored those calls. They did a pretty damn good job. No wonder they got rid of your ass. In February 2021, Superman and Lois will become... And this woman continuing to run her mouth like this, like trying to paint people as ist and phobes because they didn't bend the knee and go full on diversity matters. Yeah, it's not looking too good for your career, woman. So Lois... in February 2021, Superman and Lois will become the latest show to join the CW's expansive Arrowverse. The series will focus on Clark and Lois as they settle into Smallville with their two sons, Jordan and Alexander. Both Clark and Lois have had hand in various Arrowverse crossovers. This will be the first time they get to become the stars of their own show, or their own stories. So there's much anticipation surrounding Superman and Lois, but a disturbing report emerged only a few weeks into production. Disturbing! Tucker, who has worked on shows like Underground and Krypton, shared on social media that she had been let go from Superman and Lois after calling out sexism and racism in the writer's room. It's because they didn't want to take your story. I really enjoy the framing of this, but the fact is, they didn't like your story. They didn't like what you were trying to do, and you talked about Me Too stuff and all that. They didn't like it. They don't want it. It's not a good look for the show. So those at the CW and on the series haven't commented on Tucker's allegations, which come amid a wave of reckoning for Hollywood and its treatment of people of color. This is silly and stupid. Okay, for one, CW is very woke and all in on that stuff. They are. They really are. They doubled down on it. For them, I don't think it's just a virtue signal. It's a lifestyle for the damn network. It is the network. Woke content is the network. This woman just mad because they didn't like her script. They didn't like her treatment. They're not. They want to do something there. So in a new interview with John Davies, Tucker has opened up about what happened in Superman and Lois writer's room. When it came to the casting for the series, Tucker explained how she and others felt on the staff pushed for actors of color to be cast in supporting roles beyond the villains. The best examples of missed opportunity, Tucker said, was Clark's adoptive parents, Jonathan and Martha Kent, Tucker explained. For example, we pushed for diversity in the beginning with some of the casting of Martha and Jonathan because they're Superman's adopted parents. They can be literally anything in the world. And so we got pushed back on that. They were cast with, I'm sure, with some great actors. Martha ended up having to be recast. Again, we pushed for diversity. Again, we're ignored. Stuff like that adds up, and you see the results on screen. So because you feel that it's istinphobe, because you feel that it's this way, it's what, evidence that it is? No! No! This is a problem with Hollywood, and this is the problem when you cater to this kind of ideology that that minorities are underrepresented and you need 50% of them in everything. I mean, they are minorities, so at this rate, you'd have to go abducting people from other countries, or just have no minorities working normal jobs. They're all just actors, and they have big studio jobs and all this and that. They wouldn't be working normal jobs. You'd have to go force people to come from other, like drag them. Well, what are you gonna do? Enslave them because diversity matters? like diversity matters. You must work here. You must. Like, it's not a choice. You have to do this. Like, you cannot have 50% of every minority category represented in everything because it's impossible. It's just, so Tucker went on to say she and other writers of color brought this to the attention of Superman and Lois showrunner Todd Helbing. And the writer, I'm sorry, Helbing? Is that your name? Is that Hell? Is that how you pronounce it? And the writers above Tucker, however, nothing appears to have come from their concerns. Superman and Lois has yet to reveal who will be playing Martha and Jonathan, but it sounds like they will not be actors of color. Oh no! Oh my God! Are you kidding me? They're not gonna cast actors of color for Martha and Jonathan? Well, this is just world-ending news. This is so istinphobe. Oh my God. Disgusting. So this year has been shows like Riverdale vowed to be better in promoting diversity. And it is disheartening to hear, it's so disheartening to hear Superman and Lois didn't get the memo. While the series could take some steps now to apply meaningful changes, Tucker's comments from both the interview and her social media show things have not gotten off to a positive start. Had Superman and Lois cast actors of color to play Clark's parents, the show could have broken new ground within DC world, and perhaps could have even provided a new layer to Clark's home life. Like, what? Unfortunately, Superman and Lois will have to do more to create an inclusive space that Clark himself would be proud of. I don't even know what this world... but Superman and Lois will premiere on CW February 23rd, 2021. Most of the CW shows are pretty unsatisfying. They seem to get worse as they go along. I will tune in this, see what it's like, give it a fair chance and shot. But to act like this is some terrible behavior, as if they went out hunting down people and beating them, or just blasting, all kinds of offensive content everywhere or something. To act like this is something truly horrible, it's just baffling. It's just baffling. This woman is just mad because they didn't like what she wanted to do, and as you can see, her attitude, it's pretty toxic and it's pretty dangerous. And who would want to work with somebody who acts like, because if you don't do this or that, you're ist and foe? We're talking about the CW here. We're talking about the official woke network of television. If these guys can't get along with her, all I know is it looks pretty bad for this woman to run around putting everybody on blast. Who's going to want to work with her? Who? Nobody. That's who. I mean, maybe somebody else will hire her. Maybe, maybe some black showrunner or something on something else will hire her. But as far as it goes, if you're just going to go around saying that, people of this skin color are istophobe because they didn't like your ideas. They didn't want to do that. They wanted to keep to a more traditional thing that will actually be positive for the show. I don't. I don't know who's for a race swapped Jonathan and Martha Kent. Like I said, he's adopted, so ultimately, that piece of information, yes, you could do it, but why would you want to? It makes no sense. They've always existed this way. Why would you want to do that? Anyways, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Big good one here. Eventually we will. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below, all that good stuff. Stay awesome and rock on.